people said in Boston, even thieves do.
For those of you who don't know us, I'm Brian, and this is my bride-to-be, Jessica.
And it's a little weird that you're at our wedding if you don't know us. I'm sorry, this is a wedding, I'm just trying to have a little fun. But seriously.
For those of you who do know us, you know that we do things just a little bit.
So our wedding, too, is going to be a little different. We present our wedding to you in a play in 4 acts.
Act 1, how I met each other.
Act 2, the proposal.
Act 3, the wedding.
And Act 4, the reception.
Where all of you get to play a part.
Hope you studied your scripts! I'm just kidding.
And with that, we present to you
Their Wedding.
Act 1, how I met each other.
Whose line is it?
I thought you rehearsed with everyone this morning.
No, I wasn't supposed to rehearse. You were supposed to rehearse with everybody. This is the play, we have to have a rehearsal.
This is a play?
Yeah.
We all know this is a play. And we all know how you both are. And so we decided to let you take the lead. I can see that that was a mistake.
It's okay, it's okay. We just need to do something.
Brilliant, Kim. I don't even know where to start.
I know. Why don't we start with how you both met?
Oh, and then we'll kind of just go through the whole story.
And we can end with the marriage itself?
Oh God, we're actually doing a play.
Yeah.
Really don't.
Guys, it's okay. I got this. Dear Mr. Vernon, we accept the fact that we had to sacrifice the Saturday in detention for whatever we did wrong. But we think you're crazy to make us write an essay telling you who we think we are. You see us as you want to see us, in the simplest terms, in the most convenient definition. But what we found out is that each one of us is a brain.
An athlete.
And a basket case.
A princess.
And a criminal.
That answers the question. Sincerely yours.
No, that's not how we met. That's the closing speech from the Breakfast Club.
But telling people you met online, it just doesn't seem as dramatic.
Okay, but suggesting that we met while one of us was in high school is what, like more dramatic?
A little more creepy, maybe.
Joey! So we met online. We decided to go to the roller derby because neither one of us had been before. It seemed like something different to do. Also, it was Star Wars night.
I was there. We drank Strohs, watched the bout, and generally had a good time.
But as Jessica always likes to point out, it was not a date.
Correct.
After that, we continued texting, hung out while the kids were at dance, and really spent about 4 good months getting to know each other before we actually started dating.
See, wasn't that better than a John Hughes reference?
No!
Okay, but it was real.
I think we should get back to the play.
That's a great idea. You know what I've always wanted?
No, what?
A weird beloved alien sidekick.
A team of studying science nerds. A car that travels back to the future.
Yeah. Yes, I have. But actually, what I've always wanted is for my wedding to be a musical.
Everyone, it is her wedding. She should be able to have what she wants.
Thank you.
But I'm not doing any synchronized dancing.
Okay, that's fair. Why don't I just, sing you a song? Got one in mind.
Okay.
Hey, I'm not in the play, but can I have a line here about how I happen to have this song and an awesome microphone for you?
Yeah, sure. If we can, oh yeah.
All right.
All right. This is One and Only by Dell. You've been on my mind. I grow fonder every day. Lose myself in time. move on to...
Oh, you know what? You know what we should do? Rather than like a bridal party, we should have just a team of robots shaped like raccoons, but talk like this. I'm telling you. Oh, gosh.
I'm sorry, folks.
So dark back there.
He does that.
So we're off to a good start. We just have to steer this in a better direction.
You mean like not made up stories and references to 80s movies?
Now, why would you do that?
All right, so how about like fish-shaped robot that talk like raccoons? Okay, stop.
What?
I want to be a part
talk
of this.
about the proposal.
Oh yeah, no, I got this. So I had just moved in town from Chicago, and I fell in love with the preacher's daughter who wasn't allowed to dance.
I will literally kick you out.
I'm sorry, I told you I could be a part of this.
I remember the proposal.
I don't.
You literally don't remember anything, Jessica.
Who are you? Okay, I'm sorry. Go here. Classical energy, go here, okay?
Now tell the story.
Okay, so I guess it starts with Disney.
No, actually it started with a conversation. So you see, Jessica
Oh
was
yeah, so like the beginning of a relationship, but like not right at the beginning, but like once we got to know each other a little better, we were talking about like being married and like weddings and oh my God, I cut you off, I'm sorry.
It's fine.
No, it's okay, you tell it, you're better at details anyway.
You're doing a great
No,
job.
it's okay, you can
Somebody
do it.
tell it. Pick one.
So more or less, I said to Jessica, if you want to get married, you're going to have to ask me, because you know how you are.
And he's right.
Yeah, he is.
Pipe down, Joey.
No, you pipe down, Chloe.
Anyway, for Jessica to have a good time, things kind of have to be on her terms. Even if she wanted to get married and wanted me to propose, if I was to propose, she'd be like,
I don't know, marriage can be such an oppressive institution with the patriarchy is twisted and all out of control and everything is so expensive. Why do we have to have, you know, like titles at all?
just like she was when we first started dating.
We weren't dating yet.
That's right. We weren't dating until it was your idea.
Exactly.
My point?
So, I proposed. The end.
You gotta tell more than just that.
I told you I don't remember details. But I do remember that we were in front of Sleeping Beauty's castle at Disneyland and in front of the Walt Disney statue.
And there were the photographers.
Yeah.
Wait, I've got an idea.
What are you doing?
It's theater. Show, don't tell.
Yeah.
There we got the castle, the statue, and the photographers.
See, I told you, you're so good at this. But you know what? I feel like the statue is missing something.
Well, 1 second, I have an idea.
Oh yeah. So like we walked up to the statue and I was like, this is the perfect moment because I had the ring in my pocket and like I knew that I was going to propose.
Show, don't tell!
He's right, you know.
Fine, okay, great. Excuse me. I'm gonna propose to my boyfriend and I was wondering if you would take my camera and take a picture of us. Yeah, that'd be great. Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna propose to him, so if you could get a picture of it, that would be great. Yeah. Hey, Brian! There's the Disney statue. Let's take a picture in front of it for no reason.
Okay.
Okay, great. Now, why don't you put your arms around him? Excellent. Okay, now what are you guys holding hands?
Yeah, that's great.
Brian, I wanted to ask you something while we were here. I know that we've been talking about taking our relationship to the next level, and I thought this would be the perfect place to ask. Will you marry me?
Yes. Just wait for the proposal.
That was it.
Aren't you gonna get down on a knee?
She proposed to me.
You proposed to him?
She proposed to you.
You guys, just as a reminder, it's 2015.
Okay, let's get a shot of the ring. Okay. Great. Thank you so much.
No problem. Congratulations.
And that's how we got engaged in the happiest place on earth.
No, wait! like kissing. Now's not the time. Soon.
Yeah.
Great. Well, let's move on and yeah, here we go.
Act 3, the wedding.
So I think this is going in a good direction now.
Yeah, let's see. We did how we met each other, and we did the proposal. I guess the only thing left to do is the thing.
Yeah, what thing?
Wait, is this a thing where you sort of step side to side, and then shuffle forward, and then turn around like a sassy giraffe? And then, I don't remember how all this goes.
No, that was it.
And you know, seriously, guys, this is it. This is really, really it.
So I know that we're a non-traditional couple, but we couldn't let you guys go without giving you a ceremony.
Yeah, if we didn't have a wedding ceremony, how would you know we actually got married at all? No, but seriously. We thought that the best thing for us to do would be to have our two best friends, who know us best, officiate our wedding for us.
I don't remember what happens next.
That's because it's not your line, it's Sarah's, and it begins with...
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to witness the union of Brian Ingersoll and Jessica Beck in marriage.
Marriage is the joining of two whole and equal entities in a joyous agreement.
An agreement to love, honor, and cherish one another for the rest of their lives.
Brian and Jessica have chosen to write their vows to express their interpretation of this bond, which they will now recite.
Jessica, when I sat down to write my vows, first I thought about what a vow is. It's a promise. Simple as that. A promise I make to you. So I thought, what kind of promise should this be? Is it something as simple and basic as promising to get you sushi on your birthday? No. It's much more than just that. Jessica Beck, I promise to listen even when both of us are frustrated. I promise to support you and our vision of the future. I promise is that as we grow and change, that we will do so together. Until I met you, I never realized that I was only one half of a whole. You make our house a home. You fill our family with love, and you complete. Jessica Beck, do you take me to be your husband, to have and to hold, through the good and the bad, through health and illness, and in this life and the next?
I do. All right, so I know that I said a whole lot already because I was like singing and yelling at you, but I'm gonna say some more and I might ugly cry, just so you guys know. When we first met, neither of us were looking for forever, right? I mean, we met on a dating site, and people usually think that when you're on a dating site, you have an end game in mind, and we just aren't like that. We were just there to get to know people and get out, and it happened that we met each other. But that's what makes our relationship so easy. The first time you messaged me and I looked at your profile, my very first thought was that I wanted to be best friends with you. And that's what happened. Through our friendship, we laid the foundation of our entire romance on the equal meeting of two people with just getting along with each other. Over the course of our frenzy of late-night conversations, we became very comfortable with being careful with each other. That's something I cherish about us, that we have always made it a priority to take care with the other person's feelings and perceptions. 5 years ago, I sat down and I laid out everything I wanted in my life. It was driven by being brave enough to dream a life that I'd never seen. I'd never known, and I wasn't sure if it could exist. As unbelievable as that may be, this is exactly that dream. The kids, the house, our life, you, it's everything I want. I couldn't ask for a better dream come true. I'm so proud of us, and I'm so grateful to you for building this dream with me. The first time we met, I asked you if you I can't read. The first time we met, I asked you if you knew about, what I found out later was your favorite movie. I'm going to bring it back to that by quoting The Breakfast at Tiffany's and say, now that I found love I wasn't sure existed, maybe I'll buy some furniture and give the cat a name. Brian Ingersoll, do you take me to be your wife?
I do.
The wedding ring is the outward and visible sign of an inward and spiritual bond which unites two loyal hearts in endless love.
It is a seal of the vows Ryan Ingersoll and Ms. Jessica Back have made to one another.
May she and he who give them and who wear these rings live together in unity, love, and happiness for the rest of their lives. Brian, please repeat after me. Jessica Back, I give you this ring as a symbol of our vows.
Jessica Back, I give you this ring as a symbol of our vows.
And with all that I am and all that I have, I honor you.
And with all that I am and all that I have, I honor you.
With this ring, I thee wed.
With this ring, I thee wed.
Jessica Back, will you repeat after me? Ryan Ingersoll, I give you this ring as a symbol of our vows.
Brian Ingersoll, I give you this ring as a symbol of our vows.
And with all that I am and all that I have, I honor you.
And with all that I am and all that I have, I honor you.
With this ring, I thee wed.
With this ring, I thee wed.
Now, you may share a kiss. Mr. Brian Ingersoll and Ms. Jessica Back.
As tour begins now, everyone welcome the bride and groom.
We got the most bubbles. Yes.
All the planes, but I'm gonna sit next to you. The bubbles were apart. And maybe this can't blow bubbles here. And maybe this what a way to die. What a way to
We doing some pictures, we just find more doors. Go ahead, please find your seat at the table and generally just enjoy yourselves.
I think we're finding our table.